So colourful. Oh, the light's just gone off. That was great timing. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Aquarium Gardens Showroom. Dave here, and I'm here with another update with the aquascapes in our showroom. I like to do a video every couple of months just to give you an insight into what's been going on and what's new with the scapes. And if you've got any questions, just leave a note in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. And apart from that, I hope you enjoy the video and thanks very much for watching. Take care. Hi guys, welcome back to the Aquarium Gardens Showroom, and I'm here with another update on the aquascapes. It's the end of another busy Saturday here and just taking a bit of chill time to take in the tanks really, and I thought I'd do a short video just to show you what's been happening and what's new in the showroom here. I tend to do these videos every 2 or 3 months or so just to give you an insight into how everything's going. So here we are. Here's the Aquascape 1500, and I'll come to that in a minute, but yeah, looking really full now, much more mature. Plants have really grown in well and the fish seem happy. Where I want to start today though is with the Eheim 73 here. Now this is a new aquascape that our good friend Ty Streetman set up for us recently. It was actually at an event, a Practical Fish Keeping magazine event, where we had a bit of an open day. We had the PFK editor Alex Bell come down, George Farmer and Ty Streetman, so some special guests that everyone could talk to the experts and just have a bit of a community day really. We had a hardscape events, so we had 5 or 6 entries into our hardscape challenge and won some NT Labs prizes, and also we had a little mini workshop from my good friend Ty Streetman, also known as Biotopia Ty on Instagram, and he set up a beautiful little hardscape here, aquascape sorry, in like a classic nature style, very inspired by ADA with this one, and Ty does want me to change the light to an ADA light as well, which we'll be doing next week. But Ty, his inspiration, he showed me a couple of pictures of a couple of ADA tanks that he really liked, and the inspiration really came from there. I'll try and find possibly an overlay or a link in the description of the pictures that Ty sent in there. But yeah, gone for a really sort of classic look with the stems in the background. We've got a new myriophyllum in the background there. We've got some Hemianthus micranthymoides, some Rotala blood red, some Bacopa, and then some grasses and Marsilea around the front here. On the wood, we've put, Ty's put some Hygrophila lancea, one of Ty's favourite plants for attaching to hardscape. He's used that many times before, and a lovely a bulk of Anubias in the shade there, and some moss as well on the wood. So lovely layout. Used some Redmore wood, and got the ADA light screen on the back there as well. Really good afternoon actually. Really enjoyable day with the PFK event, and the workshop was really the highlight. So thank you very much, Ty, for spending the afternoon with us and setting up this beautiful little aquascape for us. So let's watch that growing over the next few weeks and months. This is what a scape looked like when it's just been planted, and this is what a scape looks like when it's just been just grown in. This is only about 7 or 8 weeks old now. So depending on the style of the scape and the equipment you're using, you really can grow in an aquascape quite quickly. Now these are all fast growing plants. We've got Hemianthus calatricoides cuba, Micranthemum Monte Carlo, some Eleocharis bacilla, a little bit of Marsilea minuta, Halenthium tenellum, So yeah, lovely array of carpeting plants that we've attached to the stone there and planted in the soil. The stone is dragon stone, and I created this layout about 2 months ago in this kind of V-shaped format. And the stone is sort of angling towards the front there. It's really just a very green carpeting-y type layout. And when the carpet plants grow over the stones too much, we can just chop them away or peel them away. And it should just stay looking like this forevermore, for as long as we want to run it, really. We finished it off with some ember tetras, just a small shoal of ember tetras. Now the colours on those fish do complement the rocks, so they're not a standout fish. They do contrast quite well against the green, but they sort of blend with the colours of the rocks as well. And they're very small fish, suitable for this 60-litre ADA tank here. The lighting we've got on is the Hyperbar, Skylight Hyperbar. And this is the 60cm version. Really great lights. You can get a beautiful colour rendition from them. They're Wi-Fi controlled as well, so you can change the colours, and they've got various presets on there you can use. So really I'm a big fan of these lights. Just want to point out the glassware here. We've got a glass surface skimmer. These will be coming back in stock soon. And a lily outlet pipe. Really finishes off the look of these open top style tanks. You can imagine a green or black inlet and outlet would perhaps stand out more on these aquariums. We like to go for the glass. And also the light screens as well. This is a Life Aqua 60cm background, and they are fantastic, obviously, for highlighting negative space at the back. White light is like never ending. It gives way more depth and really adds a big difference to all of the scapes. And you can see we've put light screens on a lot of the tanks because we love them so much. So overall, lovely, great size aquarium, the 60p that would fit almost anywhere in any situation. So a very popular size tank, as is the Aquascaper, a 90cm tank. These are an Aquascaper 900 here on the left, and an Awase Scaper Line 90 on the right. Another popular sized aquarium for aquascaping, again because it's big, but it's not too big to fit in your home. It's only 90 centimeters, 3 foot long, and it's definitely our most popular sized aquarium. So much so that we've got 4 Aquascaper 900s in the showroom here. And now these two were created quite a while ago now, about 18 months ago I believe, by myself and George Farmer. I created this one on the left here, and George created the one on the right. And it's kind of an east and west thing. So we've got plants from the east over here, all Asian plants, and plants from the west, from the Americas on this side. We went for this kind of beautiful connecting piece of wood that's now completely covered in hydrocotyle Lucifala, and some lovely little flowers that have actually appeared from this Echinodorus that's growing in the background over here. There's a big Anubias here as well. This is Anubias gracilis, a very nice Anubias that grows easily out of water. And we've also got some Hygrophila back here with these really nice purple flowers. So once Hygrophila adapted to our dry air and grows out of the water, it can grow prolifically. And as it's summer now, getting a bit warmer, we're getting lots of flowers. I do expect some flowers to appear from this hydrocotyle soon as well. So quite cool that you can actually get out of the tanks as well in these open top situations with these tanks. That's why we love open top tanks, many reasons, but this is one of the reasons why we really love open top tanks, because you can come out of the top if you want. You can start growing stuff out of the tank, like even house plants, air plants, that kind of thing. You can really get creative and experiment with things. These, you've probably seen these scapes on previous videos. Fish in here are Harlequin Rasboras and Pentazona barbs. Over here we've got the classic Cardinal Tetras, and of course the tanks are filled with shrimps as well, filled with cherry shrimps and Amano shrimps. Lighting is the Hyperbar again from Skylight, and the ADA Solar RGB. We've just released or got hold of the ADA Solar RGB version 2s. We've had those for a couple of weeks now. We've got a few left in stock. Fantastic lights, and we will be putting them on the Aquascape 1500 very soon, which has been so busy recently I haven't actually had a chance to swap these over to the new version. So really excited about that. I'll probably do that this week when we get a moment. So that's going to be a big reveal moment. Not much else to say about those tanks at the moment, I think. We'll move on to the Aquascape 1500, which is really coming into its own now. The Nymphoides Taiwan over here has gone berserk. Really bright pop of green there. Got a little bit of Nymphoides down here and here, which will hopefully grow out some more as well. And the yellowtail congros are doing fantastically, as are the African five-banded barbs. Let's get a bit of a close-up here. So the five-banded barbs are beautiful. Look at that. Lovely colours and stripes on there. And the yellowtail congos, you can see some of the colour in their tails really starting to appear now as they start to mature. So great African fish choices by my friend James Sampson from Maidenhead Aquatics. He sourced those for us. Real nice fish. So thank you, James, for those. And yeah, plants wise, the Aponogetons has really flourished now. Really thick at the back there. Might have to start thinning it out soon. Bulbitis is looking just how I like it. I'll probably trim and maintain that to its current size at the moment. I don't really want it getting any bigger than that, I don't think. And yeah, so the layout overall, if we get an angle from the front here, you can see the path down the middle there. This is Colorado sand along the front. And yeah, I'm really loving this larger sized aquarium with larger sized plants. We don't often get to use these big textures in many layouts because the tank's not normally big enough for things like Aponogetons. So really enjoying using plants that I don't normally get to use. So let's move on to the next tank, which is Pavoc Gulanders, still going. This is our oldest layout at the moment. Admittedly not looking how it was when you first set it up, but tanks do eventually, you know, not lose their way, but become, you know, overgrown a little bit and change their form over time. So I do plan to trim this back and get the shape of the rocks a bit more back so we can get the original composition there. But the plants are looking absolutely beautiful, and the Anubias is as clean as anything. Hemianthus micranthymoides is always a winner. Some lovely colour from the Rotala. Fish, you can see these little green rasboras, green cuboti rasboras. We've got some of my favourites, the red phantom tetras. Really nice. Love the colour of those. It's a Life Aqualight on there, the Prime Pro 900 EX. The EX is the top model, one with the best colours, so we've gone for that, of course. And what else can I say about this tank? The sand there is the Plata. Waiting for that to come back in stock as well. That should be back in stock soon. And yeah, it's a very popular layout, this one. I think the plant choices with the mounds of the balls of plants everywhere is quite appealing, and is quite easy to appreciate for especially a lot of people who are just first into the hobby. This kind of thing really catches their eye. A more classic layout is this Eheim tank that I created. Now the backlight has gone off, so the effect from that, let's see if I can get it back on actually. I think it's on a timer, so I might just have to cut the video for a second and see if we can get it back on. There we are. So I overrided the timer on the back screen, and you can see how much of a difference that light background made. It was obviously, you couldn't see the negative space here and here, and it adds so much more depth and really finishes off the tank, the light screens do. So this is more of a classic layout, as I was saying. We've got Cryptolanzi and Eleocharis montevidensis in the background. Then on the wood, we've kept it nice and simple with Bucephalangiocheregang, Schismatic Lotus Priatoi, which is a bit like an Anubias, and Java Moss on this kind of wood that's flowing that way. So yeah, much more classics in style, with the sand beachy foreground as well. And this lighting is a Chihiros WRGB Pro 2, and Chihiros are winners. Fantastic lighting for a reasonable price, not cheap by any means, but in the world of aquascaping LEDs, they're not too bad. And you can get all sorts of colours and settings off of this. It's all app controlled as well. It's a very nice fancy light. Moving on to the next tank is the Aquascape 1200. This is the green bomb basically. There's absolutely tons of fast growing greenery in abundance, and needs trimming and hacking back very often. We've got a little bit of colour coming from the Limnophila sessiliflora, which is pretty cool. Normally a green plant, but under this very strong lighting from Skylight. This is the Hyper Spot FL. It's very close to the water surface. You starting getting a little bit of red off the Limnophila. Then we've got Hydrocotyle lucifala, we've got Hydrocotyle tripartita Japan, we've got Hygrophila cerphyllum starting to carpet over the front here, the darker carpet of the Marsilea hirsuta, and then the composition from the wood is this kind of flowing bend of manzanita wood across here. Manzanita is lovely, obviously very easy to scape with, kind of scapes itself, and the Frodo stone was the other thing I was going to point out. It's kind of getting overgrown, so it might need to be exposed a bit more, just with some nice tactical pruning. But yeah, the lines on the rock are absolutely beautiful. The one under here is buried by moss, so we need to get that out again. But yeah, Frodo stone or elderly stone, beautiful, beautiful characteristics and details coming off that stone. So yeah, quite fond of this layout. The fish are mountain minnows and also Vietnamese minnows, and we've got a few neon tetras knocking around and a few galaxy ras boras. There's one right there. And of course, loads of cherry shrimp, just in abundance. They breed and breed and breed, these guys. You just end up with them absolutely everywhere. So let's move over to the other section of our shop here, which is kind of our budgety section. And MD actually came here and scaped a few of these tanks. You would have seen it on a previous video. Ty did as a jungle scape here. And but MD has done this 50cm aquarium, which is a Superfish 60, and also the Superfish 90, which is a 90 litre aquarium that's 60cm long. And recently we have upgraded the light on this one to the new Superfish RGB, which is fantastic. It doesn't really need me to say much because you can see the difference there. The RGB really brings out the colour. That Ludwigia went from kind of an orangey poor red really to a beautiful pinky bright vibrant red instantly when we put the light on. The cherry butt, look at him, he's so colourful. Oh, the light's just gone off. That was great timing. At least you got to see the colour though. But by comparison to the normal white Superfish LED, the colours of the Ludwigia aren't quite the same. Yeah, so that's Ludwigia under a normal Superfish LED light, and that was, when you could see it, the Ludwigia under the RGB light. So that's the difference. It's worth upgrading if you do want the better colours. Certainly if you want to use CO2, then worth upgrading the light. Of course you could use twin star Chihiros lights as well, but these come in at a reasonable price for what they are. They aren't in the same league as a Chihiros or a Skylight, certainly not an ADA light, but for the price they come in at a very good kind of mediocre light, certainly one that I'd be happy with these colours for a reasonable price. So yeah, there's a quick update for you on the MD tanks. This one probably needs a bit more of a trim. This one's still ticking along quite nicely. Simple plants, Limnophila, Anubias, ferns, mosses, crypts. Very good plants for low light and no CO2. And we've got some little Endler guppies in there. That's quite nice. Fun, friendly fish for a nice, simple sort of setup. So there we are. I won't go on too much more. Just a little update for you, as I usually do every few months. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Thanks to all our customers who came in today and who have been in recently. It really is appreciated. And great speaking with you all as well. We have some great fun in the shop here, sharing ideas and advice and showing pictures of our aquariums and all sorts. Yeah, it's really fun and interesting speaking with you all. And yeah, if we can shop online as well if you can't get in the store here, as always, at aquariumgardens.co.uk. But for now, the sun is shining, it's beaming through the door there, so I'm going to go home and perhaps put my feet up in the garden, and I'll say bye-bye and hopefully see you again soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.